Yo, welcome back to the channel everyone. I'm in beautiful France, Morzine. Been here for 6 nights now. The last day of the trip I'm just going to go for a hike. I've just hiked up to the bench on, well, top of this hill. Chalets are down there. My hotel's just around the corner of that bush. And it is beautiful. Just having a second, then we're going to start a hike. We've picked this one because it's quite close to the chalet I'm staying at. 2 hours 24 minutes is 4.5 miles. But after tackling just this hill here in front of me, it's incredibly steep. So the rest of it might be a bit of an eye-opener because I'm now going up there all the way to the top, and I don't think there's any flat. I think it's pretty much just steep up all the way. Similar to that, I suppose. All the way to the top, something like that, but the one behind me. We're going to tackle this. What's it called? I don't know, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. This is called Pointe de Ressachaux. Well, I'll just show you. It's this one. Is that in focus? Don't look like it, but Pointe de Ressachaux, something like that. That's the one we're hiking. You can't tell how steep this is, but well, you might not be able to climb from that bench just there. Very steep. Doing this on the last day of a mountain bike trip, it's a bit of a struggle. I've obviously been riding every day. Just trying to get past this well, get my second wind. It's always hard when you just start off, but when you get your lungs open, get your breath, normally a lot easier. I think I'm nearly there. Kind of a weird one, this. Feel quite at home. The woods I'm walking in is very similar to Sholdham and Sandringham, places in Norfolk. It's just this is a woods on the side of a mountain. The view at the top's going to be a bit different as well. But yeah, it's a weird one. I feel like I'm walking in Norfolk, but someone's just tipped it on a steep angle. Everything looks very similar. Going back to the riding part of this holiday, we come here in 2019 and that was probably when I was riding at my best and had one of the best times ever. Hitting these trails around here, all over the side of these mountains in the Alps, was insane. But 6 years on, life's changed a little bit. Just in a different place. Don't fancy sending it as hard. The reward don't feel the same. So it's just felt different. I mean, I've been hammering down the trails as fast as I can still, but never, or not like I was 6 years ago. So a little disappointed in myself when it comes to that sort of things, but life moves on, I suppose. Just on different things nowadays. Now there's a huge difference on this hike to other hikes. Normally when I'm hiking on this channel, if you notice, I'm going back to the landy because I've camped the night, or camping the next night, which I love. Ooh. But this time I get to go back to a chalet with a hot tub, a sauna and a pool. Now, if that's not worth pushing the home trip for, I don't know what is, because that's going to feel insane later. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my Garmin GPS maps on this holiday, but I have got my Garmin watch that's tracking me, and I've got my Outdoor Active app, which has been flawless on every hike so far. So this is where we're at the minute currently, and that's the peak, and we walk round the peak, I suppose, hopefully quite flat by that point. So we've got a bit more of a climb to do yet. Been hiking for 1 hour. Been pretty slow going. Done 1 mile in 1 hour. That's maybe showing you how steep this is and how unfit I am at the end of this riding holiday. It is just constant. So far, not a single break in elevation. This is a real steep bit. Probably can't tell on camera, but it's literally like if I fell, I'd just fall all the way. There's no stopping on this sort of elevation. We're at 4,500 feet at the minute. The air's pretty thin up here compared to what I'm used to. I mean, I think when I done Mam Tour, it's like 2,000 feet above sea level. So I'm over double the height of that, and I'm nowhere near the top. How amazing. I couldn't come here and not do a hike. It'd feel like I really let myself down. Even though I've left it till the last day of the holiday, where I'm pretty knackered, I'm so glad I started this. Some of the lads have done and they're just having a rest day, staying in the hotel. Some of the lads are riding the morning and then getting back to take our bikes apart, put them back in the bike bags, because we're getting picked up at 7 in the morning. My friend yesterday dislocated his shoulder on a trail, so he had to go to French hospital by an ambulance. He's okay, he's at a hotel in a sort of like an arm brace. And the climb continues. It has not stopped. So this is the one I'm doing. It's saying 2 hours 15 from here. Let's get it. Is that an opening at the top? Am I nearly at the top? I can see sky instead of more trees. 5,300 feet. And it's pretty flat now. Whew. I don't know what these little huts are for. I'm not quite sure. There's one there. There's a little shack over there. There's another one just over there. Really not sure what these are. If anyone in the comments can tell me what the point of these little things are. Oh. I thought we was done climbing, but we're not. God, so many little midges around here. We are 6,147 feet, and we've still got, I think, at least another couple hundred feet, I think, to go. Worst thing about it is all the little gnats or the midges or whatever the hell are biting me. I'm getting bit everywhere. So my hotel is right down there. That is Morzine town. There's one of the lifts going over there, and then you can see the trails going down the mountainside that I've been riding. There's a couple of the trails. Then there's a lift up this side, some more trails, and you can basically just mountain hop all the way. And we've been all the way to Switzerland, which I think is this way, in that direction. And that peak right over there you can see could be Mont Blanc, but don't hold me to that. So that little peak right there is called Neon, and that is the mountain I wanted to do when I got here. But we picked this trail because it was easier to start from where my chalet is down there. And I do think this one is, looking at it from here, maybe higher than Neon. So I'm fine with that. All these roads down here, sometimes if you can't get the Morzine lift back, if you come back from riding too late, the lift is shut, you have to hammer down these roads on your bike, which was real good fun the other day. Then, like I say, back into the town, all the way down there. If you can see over there, you can see all the mountain bike trails of Super Morzine going through the woods. That's the lift. If you can't get on that, you got to come down this road. So we're pretty high right now. There's a helicopter down there flying across. I mean, he must be 1,000 feet below me. That'd be cool if he comes flying over here. Keep an eye on him, let's see where he goes. I think he's going through that cut in the valley. I think, sounds like it. We've got the little swimming pool there for all the public. Do lambsing and diving. We've never been in that though, but yeah. 6,479 feet. I've climbed 3,172 feet. And like I say, Mamtor is 2,000 feet. And I didn't even start at the bottom of that. So yeah, big climb. Right down there is where we stopped for a drink, where that little water trough was. I was looking up at this hill, hoping that we walked around it, but we're not. We're going right up it. So yeah, but we are that close to the top. Looks like I can touch that cloud. I mean, it is just there. Crazy how 6 years can make such a massive difference. Last time I was here, if someone would have said spend the morning hiking up one of these, you probably couldn't have paid me to do it. Now I'm doing it for free and enjoying it. Hey. Wow. Oh my God. That's another lift that we've been on. We've gone across there to that lift and then we've dropped down the side of the mountain over there. Switzerland's over there. So I'm quite sure that Mont Blanc is one of these tops. Because when we was over there, we'd had a picture with it. Now I wasn't expecting to be at the top of this hill, cliff, mountain, and see two Frenchmen strimming the trail. Now, if they've hiked up here with all that gear, that is something else. But I am literally in the clouds right now. That is the top, and it's about, I don't know, 50 steps. And then we're going down, and I'm thinking it's probably that cut trail all the way back down there and through the trees back into Morzine. But I weren't expecting this. Now, I'll take some photos so you might be able to appreciate it a bit more. I'll insert them here. Well, that was definitely worth every second of that pain to get up here. Because I've never seen views like that off a hike, ever. So them French guys strimming this have strimmed the whole path all the way, like you can see it's freshly cut down there, and then they're now making their way down the way I climbed up. I wish they'd have done that before I got there, because maybe all them little fireflies or midges wouldn't have been in the grass. But I just walked through it all. But wow, what a job they got. You gotta be extremely fit to be doing that all day long. And we're on a pretty steep descent, if I'm honest. I mean, probably can't tell from the video, but yeah, let's get down, baby. So the top of there was 7,126 feet or something. I just took a video of it. Yeah, never been that high before on a hike. 7,100 feet. Wow. Coming down more like rocks this side of the mountain. That side was a bit more of an easy walk up. Now we're coming down definitely a rockier section. We was up on the top of that rock a minute ago. Come down here, down here, down here. Them French guys strimming has trimmed this whole path all the way up, and was then coming back down when I passed them up there somewhere, because I went up that over that edge right up to the top there, and I've come back down this way. That sauna and hot tub and pool are calling for me now. Going back through this sort of like little village stop thing. Don't even know what you'd call it, but there's just loads of little huts. And then we're down the trees, back into the chalet. But yeah, it's been epic. I might as well leave you there, because you don't need to see me walking down through the woods. Down back into the chalet. It's been insane, and I'll get on another hike, but it'll be in the UK somewhere next time. Not sure where, but we'll get in the Landy, we'll load her up, and then go on a little adventure. Oh, wow, what a holiday. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you soon.